Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Grand Final of Squirrel Squad. Yeah, SS versus FMR. This is the Grand Finals of the Season 1 Dota 2 arena of the TNP Gaming. So we have SS versus FMR. SS, a team that comes from the loser bracket. They have been knocked down by my own team UTP in the first round, and then they decided to go ahead and just destroy everyone in the losers bracket, even winning the last game in the losers bracket winner bracket final. The losers final. Sorry, sorry, I'm a bit sleepy yet. It's like 3 a.m. in Japan, so SS decided to win the last game, which is the losers bracket final, by playing 4v5 and still winning. So really great play from them, getting their shit together, making sure that they didn't give up. And FMR, they won through the winner bracket, not without a bit of they kind of fought hard to win this last winner bracket finals. When they went against RRC, they won 3-4. No, I mean, it was 2-1. It was a best of 3, and this time it's a best of 5. We are in game 1, and we see the lone druid ban. Oh, I mean, FMR is the one who are gonna have the first ban, so they go ahead and ban the Bat Rider. We remember the infamous second game of FMR versus RRC, where Liper in the RRC side was playing this Bat Rider and totally annihilated the FMR side. In the meantime, sending a DK against a Bat Rider might not have been the best idea ever, but they decided to go ahead and ban the Bat Rider. We have a Darkseer ban as well for FMR. And SS decided to go ahead and ban the Lone Druid as well as the Venomancer. And this is a Rubik first pick by FMR, which is not surprising. They like to first pick the Rubik. On the other side, the Lone Druid ban is pretty understandable due to the fact that FMR, they showed that they like to play the Lone Druid, and they were pretty good with it too. Entangle wise, they are also pretty lucky. And Venomancer is a very stable Venomancer. The Venomancer is a very stable support. So good slow, good vision due to the wards, good counter push, and also good team fight with the ultimate. Jakiro and Faceless Void now picked by FMR, which is not so surprising either, because Jakiro, Twin Head Dragon, one of those heroes who now with the recent buffs is really like a Earthshaker 2.0. I mean, the Ice Path kind of feels like a Fissure, which has only 9-second cooldown, 75 mana cost, and Jakiro is a range hero with also the fact that, well, he's a range hero and he's an intelligence hero, so he has like tons of mana. Anti-Mage and Invoker pick and Tidehunter pick for SS. Tidehunter, a very stable teamfight hero. You might be wondering, yeah, why pick Tidehunter after a Rubik? Because, it's very dangerous. It's like picking an Enigma after a Rubik. Well, Tidehunter, technically, it's still very hard to steal his Ravage, because if you don't disable him right after the Ravage, he's just gonna Ravage into Anchor Smash, and Rubik will have a very hard time timing the spell steal to get the Ravage. Furthermore, if he's too close, well, he'll get just hit by the Ravage and stunned, and he won't be able to steal anything for the duration. Anti-Mage, the hard carry, the very hard carry. FMR versus RRC game 1, Anti-Mage was really the one who won this game. By stalling the game, FMR allowed Anti-Mage to farm and again, and even though they were, I think RRC was somewhere above 10k advantage in gold and experience, and they still managed to come back without any problem. Anti-Mage farming up and then kind of like shitting on this poor Weaver and also on the Bounty Hunter. Invoker is a hero they used very well, at least against my team. They went for a very beautiful Quaswex Invoker. Lust was playing it on the top lane, and well, you can't really push very well when you have a Keeper of the Light, a Quaswex Invoker, and a Windrunner. We're using this Power Shot. So, Faceless Void for FMR. Faceless Void, one of the few heroes who can really fight the anti-mage 1 versus 1 and win, which is, the big issue here. The simple problem about the Faceless Void is that although he usually wins 1v1 versus the Anti-Mage with equal farm, because he has the Chronosphere, well, it's very rare that the Faceless Void achieve equal farm with the Anti-Mage, because the Anti-Mage can still blink around with the Battle Fury and farm very, very quickly, whereas Faceless Void, if he wants to do the same, he has to use the Time Jump, and Time Jump is very costly. Also, it has a pretty long cooldown, so it's not going to be very easy to do so. And we have an Enigma ban, Leshrac, and a Sand King ban for FMR, and also now a Windrunner ban to complete that, and a Undying ban, which is pretty surprising, yet it is understandable. Undying, if you've been watching some recent tournament games, Undying is one very, very good hero when you have to go against tri-lanes, so maybe they were afraid of having a very strong FMR offensive tri-lane against the Anti-Mage to try and shut him down, and Undying definitely can do this because decay works better the more hero you're against. Broodmother, also a very, very good solo laner. Right now, Rubik is probably going to be on the middle lane. Jakiro faces Void on the safe lane, and that means they need a solo lane, and they're not going to be able to use the Enigma for this. They're not going to be able to use the Broodmother, and they ban the winner themselves. So we'll have to see what they decide to go for. On the SS side, they are a bit more flexible. I mean, Invoker can go mid or long lane, or even short lane if they want to. Tidehunter, same, he can go support or he can go the solo route, and Anti-Mage, well, he's the only one who, basically, even Anti-Mage could be technically in the mid lane with a support. So we're gonna have to see. It's gonna be a TA for FMR, so probably TA going to be mid, and Rubik is gonna be support, which quite surprised me. If I remember FMR, they really like to play this Rubik in the mid lane role, and Nature Prophet for SS. Very, very fast pick on Nature Prophet, and Nature Prophet, we didn't see him a lot in this tournament. You have to remember that although Nature Prophet is one of those, or was one of those top pick, like in 2012, in the like end of 2011, starting of 2012, Nature Prophet right now is not a very common pick anymore. I mean, yes, he is picked because he's still very, very versatile, but a lot of other heroes have seen a lot more plays, like the Temper Assassin, like the Jakiro, like the Rubik, like the Tidehunter. Anti-Mage also have seen a decreased amount of play. We have a lot of like both. I mean, I think last month, or at least in July or August, Anti-Mage had seen less play than Clinks, which surprised me when I looked at the numbers. But apparently it's so, and that leaves one last pick for FMR. So Rubik technically, yeah, he could be long lane, but I wouldn't see him in the long lane. So we need one more long lane hero, and the Lone Druid's band, which would have completed FMR's lineup pretty well, I guess. The Bear Entangle to allow Faceless Void or TA to dish out the damage. Jakiro, Rubik, both here with a lot of control, and it's gonna be the Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter bringing a lot of gold to the table, also making it easy for TA to track down her target. With the ultimate, he gives the sight on anyone for, how long is it? I think 30 seconds? Yeah. And it's gonna be a CM for SS, so that leaves a possibility of a Nature Prophet long lane with the Tidehunter and the Crystal Maiden, support, or Nature Prophet on the jungle, and that would leave Tidehunter on the long lane and Crystal Maiden with the Anti-Mage. Against a Bounty Hunter, Anti-Mage will be pretty okay, as long as Crystal Maiden doesn't leave him alone and wait until Anti-Mage get at least the Ring of Health due to the Janata Harass, which is still a lot of damage. So on the FMR side, we'll have Ramba Dota on the Temper Assassin, G on the Jakiro, Chinchillax on his hard carry, Void, Darkseer on Bounty Hunter, which is always a long lane player, Beroya on the Rubik, and yeah, Rubik is gonna go the full support route, as you can see here. We have High on the Nature Prophet in the SS side, Vamp on the Anti-Mage, Leprechaun on the Tidehunter, Kore on the Crystal Maiden, and Lust on the Invoker. If you wonder who Lust is, well, he's someone who, according to Dota Buff, plays a lot with Korok, Quanic Korok. So he's very good. I had the chance of facing him myself, and well, let's just say that the lane didn't go so well for me. So Bounty Hunter is going top with the pair of Observer Ward. Templar Assassin is already rushing the bottle. We have Chinchillax on the bottom lane with the Poor Man Shield. Someone pulls some tangos to him. Beroya is going to be here supporting as well. And we have Jakiro with a pair of Observer Ward. We have no Sentry Wards for the Radiant, so they're confident that apparently the Radiant, well, the Dire won't be counter-warding, it won't be warding their jungle. So Leprechaun is going to be solo bottom. Is he? He has very, very little items if he wants to go for a solo bot, so I don't think he will go for it. I think it will be High. High has Ring of Basilia, so with Tango. So he might be jungling. SS, I'm not so sure about this for this poor Tidehunter. And he's gonna find a regen rune. Well, he's gonna destroy it. So G now warding up here. And Leprechaun having a defensive ward as well. He's gonna go again. Yeah, he's gonna wrap around. He doesn't want to get caught when he walks here. So very, very good defensive play by Leprechaun. But the fact that they don't have any sentry wards mean they won't be able to counter ward this very quickly. And we see Vamp and Kore actually going to the middle lane, and that leaves Lust on the solo top lane like they did last time. And Kore and Vamp will be very, very happy to lane against the TA because Vamp will have a better time than on the top lane. Oh well, no, not really. It's just that Anti-Mage will have a better time because Anti-Mage versus Templar Assassin is not the best lineup for the Anti-Mage. Instead, they're winning 2 lanes like this instead of winning only 1. We have Beroya, who's already heading in the middle lane to support his TA. He sees that TA can't really do much against the Anti-Mage and the Crystal Maiden, so he's going to provide some support. We see Leprechaun warding the Tribush here, so this camp and this camp is going to get blocked, and that means G really needs to get some Sentry Wards as soon as possible if he wants Leprechaun. Leprechaun actually going for level 1 in Gush and not in Anchor Smash. So, a bit of damage going onto Leprechaun. Leprechaun has to be careful. Faceless Void has still not scaled anything, so he's... Yeah, now he picked up a Time Lock plus the Time Walk, so offensive abilities all around. Let's take a look at the last hit denies as well. So we see that Chinchillax is pretty happy sitting on the bottom lane, 10 for 8. And on the middle lane, we have the Anti-Mage 8 for 2 as well. So we see that Anti-Mage is having a very good time. And the TA on the other side is 4 for 1 only, so not having that much of a good time. Anti-Mage has level 1 mana break as well as Blink. So he's able to harass down the enemies. If actually Crystal Maiden and Anti-Mage is quite a potent low level, with a low level with kill potential. Whoa, Kore and Vamp both taking a lot of damage from the Rubik's Fade Bolt and the simple harassment coming from them. Vamp, he has no self, so he has to be careful. He has Blink now. And Kore, a Blink coming, so we have counter wards on the Crystal Maiden. She doesn't decide to go for it. It's gonna be on the top lane. What do we have? 7 for 5 for Darkseal and 11 for 3 for Lust. So Lust having a good time on this line as well. And Nature Prophet free farming in the jungle. Nature Prophet not the fastest farmer in the jungle compared to Enigma or Lycantrop. And now that Lycan has seen a good nerf, he's having a hard time jungling as well. But he's a safe, let's say, safe hero to jungle with. Because he doesn't go around with low health like Nex does or Lifestealer does. And G is gonna go ahead and plant down the Sentry Ward, and this I feel is a bit late due to the fact that now Leprechaun is allowed to get level 2 at least. And usually you want to keep your long laner as low level as possible. Darkseal taking a decent amount of damage here on the top lane due to Lust Cold Snap. Lust is going again for the Quaswex build, so going for defensive builds, and it's understandable when you have the Anti-Mage going for Quaswex. You don't really need to have the kills early on, because you are relying on the anti-mage, the anti-fun, dealing damage. Templar Assassin is going to catch Core. Core has to be very, very careful. He's going to get caught here, and he's going to catch the Templar Assassin, who is invisible. There's the TP in by the Nature Prophet. They're going to try to do something. Templar Assassin taking a decent amount of damage. Vamp actually coming in, and Templar Assassin might fall here. In fact, he very well will. Yeah, this is the first blood. So very good TP by High. Even Leprechaun coming in all the way from the bottom lane. And now we see Lust going on Darkseid, and a lot of pings going on. So Darkseid is gonna go and attack the Invoker once, and now Darkseid is gonna die before the Fate time kicks in. So a little bit of ping coming out again, and this is very, very well played by the Tidehunter. Just due to the fact that he's getting shut down in the bottom lane, he can't get into the experience range. What do you do? Well, you support your team, you try to do something, you try to be aggressive on the other lanes, and it pays off. Like 2 kills right now. G coming out on top lane now. He knows that Chinchillax has no need of help anymore, but by doing so, so yeah, apparently Tidehunter is still not gonna go on the lane. Chinchillax is denying the creeps pretty hard, so he will be able to pull the lane a bit back. Still, considering the number of creeps here, the lane will push in the end. Chinchillax is going for a Hand of Midas, so trying to solve his farm. Vamp taking a decent amount of damage in the middle lane. Is going 2 levels in Blink, 2 levels in Mana Break, so no levels in Spell Shield yet. I mean, against TA, having Spell Shield is not gonna help you, but Rubik's Fate Bolt is still a decent amount of damage, and he's gonna go for 2-2-1, which is 1-2-1. So sorry, yeah. So this makes a lot more sense. And Crystal Maiden's gonna go top with the regen rune. They might look for a kill. Lust is level 7. He has Tornado, Cold Snap combo, and with the Crystal Maiden, no, she's going back in the middle. She still has one Sentry Ward. So if she wants to go on the TA, if she wants to go on the Bounty Hunter, it's gonna be possible. Lust is taking the Ice Path in the face, but Darkseid is not level 6 yet. And how is it looking? 43 for 28 for the Void here, and Titan tries to be very careful. I think Chinchillax, if he really wanted to, he could just blink in and try to kill the Tidehunter, but he's not gonna go for it. Remember that also Leprechaun has the Anchor Smash, reducing 40% damage. Is a great deal on the on this Void. See how little damage he deals? It's like 50 damage only. G is coming in the middle lane. They will go on Corey. Corey is gonna get stunned, and yeah, he's gonna get telekinesis in the air. Nothing Corey can do. He's gonna latch a last Nova before dying. Vamp forced to blink out. He has a Ring of Health, but if you take a look now, even though Vamp had managed to secure a kill on the TA, we have 28 for 2, and on the top lane, High taking a lot of damage from the tower. He is gonna switch the tower aggro to Lust, which is a good idea. He doesn't fall because of this, and the gank doesn't end up working. High has to be careful. He's still around. Veroya is gonna find. Nope, he's not gonna see him. So very good play here. Darkseid end up surviving this, and High also. High is waiting for his teleportation. Faceless Void getting a solo kill on the Tidehunter on the bottom lane. Jakiro not even needed to come here, and with the Chronosphere is quite easy to do so. As long as you're not hit by an Anchor Smash, you just go ahead and go on the Tide. As soon as you have a bash, a passive bash that procs, you just go, okay, I can kill him, and then you pop the Chronosphere and start kicking his ass. You also have a Time Walk to follow him if he comes here. Vamp is gonna find an Invisibility Rune, and it's gonna be very good for him because TA comes in with the Phase Boots. G was here with the Ash Path, but now we have Anti-Mage with the Perseverance. Let's take a look at the goal per minute instead of just the creep per second. I mean the creeps on the lane, the darks, and we have the Faceless Void of 450 gold per minute, with the Hand of Midas really helping out. He is really getting the farm that he needs. And he's going again on Leprechaun. Leprechaun now level 5, so he's gonna be more tanky than before. He has the Kraken Shell level 1, and he has the Anchor Smash level 2 now as well. G's coming back in the middle lane, and let's take a look at the experience graph, the goal graph. It's very even at that point. Experience graph like 500 experience only advantage for the Radiant, which is really nothing at that point. And they want to get the tower, but Darcio, he will not get the deny, and now Darcio is going to get Skull Snap, he's going to get Sprouted, but with the help of a Tango, he's going to be able to run away. And this track movement speed bonus really giving him enough movement speed to run away. Lust and High, especially Nature Prophet, not the hero with the most DPS in the early game. I think they know that Darkseid is around. I saw some pings going on, or it's FMR side pinging to say, yeah, look guys, I'm here. We have G pushing away the Tidehunter, and Darkseid actually only has 143 gold per minute. If we see right now, FMR side on the supports, they're really starved on gold. 96 gold per minute, 87 gold per minute, and we compare this to the Crystal Maiden, 148, and a Jungling Nature Prophet, 190, and for the long lane, it's 141 for 160, so pretty much even. In the middle lane, it's also pretty much even. Vamp having a better time than I expected, and now he's even going above Vamp. Rambo Dota having a better time than Vamp now, getting a lot of gold incoming. And they still leave the Faceless Void farming safely on the bottom lane. We have Vamp who's going to get caught, but he's going to be able to blink away. Now Leprechaun is going to come in, and they want to get the kill on Bounty Hunter. They will get the kill on Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter also one of the heroes who can go ahead and ignore that gold swap from Invoker, from the Quaswalk Invoker, due to the fact that he has track. He's still going to go down. A trap is going to land on SS. And if you read the new changelog of 6.76, they have nerfed the Psionic Trap. So I guess that during this week we will have on Dota 2 the same changes that are reflected. Rambo Dota dealing a bit of splash damage on Vamp. Vamp is not gonna get stunned by G. Darkseid's coming back in the middle lane. He's already invisible. He has level 4 in Shuriken Toss, so he has the burst potential. Templar Assassin is going for the max refraction build, as all Templar Assassin do. He has 1 level on Psyblade, 1 level on Meld. He has the face boots. He's 1k gold away from the Blink Dagger. On the top lane, Invoker already has the Force Staff as well as the face boots. I wonder where he's gonna go next. Usually Invokers, they might want to go for so I'm taking a lot of damage from the Templar Assassin. Remember that Templar Assassin's right click damage deals just so much damage. And I was saying Lust on the Invoker, on the Quasflex Invoker, we usually see the drum into the face boots, into the Force Staff, I mean. And this time I wonder if he's gonna go for it. So a bit of a material issue. Hotkey's been fucked all games. Yeah, I feel you. Normally this issue has been fixed, by the way. The keyboard, I mean the short keys issue. Rubik is very poor, has boots of speed and dust of appearance. Dust of appearance only for the Invoker. Tia already said that he has 1k gold away. She's 1k gold away from the Blink Dagger. Bounty Hunter is also very poor, only boots of speed and stout shield. What about the Twin Head Dragon? Twin Head Dragon has not even boots up. But Faceless Void, he's going on. He has Poorman Shield, Ring of Health, Hand of Midas, Power Threat. He might even go for Battle Fury right after Hand of Midas, which would be the obvious solution here to going against the Anti-Mage, farming more than him. And since he has so much of a good time, he doesn't need the early items to survive. He sees that no one's bothering him, so with a fast Battle Fury and the Hand of Midas, he will be able to farm in the jungle just fine. But it looks like he's going to go aggressive in the mid lane. He has the Chronosphere, he wants to do something with it, and he might be able to do so. On the Dire side, we have Tidehunter with boots and a magic wand and pretty much nothing else. Does he have anything flying to him? Yeah, Iron Branch on Core, so it's Crystal Maiden's Iron Branch. So okay, Crystal Maiden is going for a Tranquil Boots, so she has at least that much more move speed. Anti-Mage only has Perseverance at that moment, plus the boots. So compared to the Faceless Void, he's very far behind. Faceless Void has a Perseverance if she decides to buy it, but he has the Hand of Midas above this, and also a Power Tread and not only boots. If we take a look, gold per minute wise, it's almost double the income of Vamp right now. Nature Prophet also going for a Hand of Midas, so he's looking to salvage this early game. Even when the Nature Prophets don't go for a carry build, a very fast Hand of Midas on the Prophet, or even a late Hand of Midas on the Prophet, we sometimes see in the competitive games the Lone Druids or the Nature Prophet players going at 25 minutes Hand of Midas or something when they had a terrible early game because they were like solo long lane. They're still going for it because it's still a good burst of money and experience. 2.5 experience when you kill a unit. So when you go and get a, for example, Center War Chief with the Hand of Midas, it's a lot of experience coming your way, and it's in a way making you able to catch up to your enemies because you don't have to just stand there and farm all days. You can just go into the jungle, pop this Hand of Midas, get one level, and go again. And apparently, Core is not ready yet. So Nature Prophet will have to go. We'll have to see what he decides to go for. They have on the SS side, they have the Anti-Mage and pretty much no one else to deal physical damage. Invoker going Quest Wex, so that means Invoker doesn't deal a lot of physical damage, especially since now he has been well, no, not really. The nerf to his damage to his base damage is like 4 or something. So it's more for his really early game, like level 1, 2, 3. If you don't go for Exhort, you're having a bit of trouble getting those last hits due to your low attack damage. And well, right now he already has Phase Boots. He has Force Staff as well, so it's already plus 34 damage. And yeah, Tidehunter is kind of like disconnected. So Corey, you might want to wait for your teammates to come in. And at that point, right now, what I would see is, I personally think FMR are ahead right now. When you see that, even though the experience graph is pretty much even, and the gold graph is actually going the way of the Dire, I'm gonna say that the gold distribution right now is looking better for FMR. The supports can get gold later, and the bounty hunter, although he needs items, he's one of those heroes who he can really come back into the game like very, very quickly. With a track gold, it's very easy once you get into these team fights, getting 1 or 2 kills in the whole team fight. I mean, it's like 5v5, like 2 people dying is not something very rare. So getting those 2 trap kills, it's actually going to give him something like 300 gold. And Chinchilla is going to head in, go directly using the Chronosphere, not really chaining up the disables as well as they could, but they get the job done at least. So now Lust is going to get stunned as well. Tornado is going to come in, stolen by Baroya, but they're not going to be able to do much. And Trap is going to scare Lust away. Lust has still he used the Force Staff. It's going to be the middle lane tower which is going to fall. Invoker could technically use an EMP here, but there's really no reason why he might do so. TP, I mean, at least Ping's coming in, and Crystal Maiden is gonna sit here. She's level 6. She decided to go for aggressive first bite Nova build, so nothing with the Arcane Aura. She's not gonna help her teammates with it. Instead, going to rely on the disable and the damage. Lust, he is still on the Quest Flex build. He has 3 level in Quest. And let's see what he's going to go for. Now he has 1 more level. He's going to go for Wex, so he's going to max Wex, I guess, to have a more powerful Tornado EMP combo and to avoid FMR pushing too much in the early game. If you lose too many towers, especially those towers here and here, you're going to have a hard time controlling your own jungle. And that's not what you want when you have an anti-mage. You want to protect your jungle when you have that. Tidehunter has an Arcane Boots as well now. G, we have, what do we have on G? He's gonna go 3-level Ice Path, 1 level in each, which is pretty much standard for Jakiro. Vampik is gonna get tracked, and he still hasn't got much except from the Perseverance. So he's sitting only at 700 HP. G is gonna find Kore. He's actually gonna get frosted. Vamp is in the trouble, and Beroya is gonna blink in. He has the blink from the anti-mage, but he has no mana left. So Beroya now, a bit of overextension. He's gonna fall. Darkseer is coming in. Vamp taking a decent amount of damage, but everyone on this side is here. Darkseer is gonna fall as well. A lot of overextension by the Radiant side. And G is running away now. He's gonna be safe. Temper Assassin still in the middle lane. He has a Blink Dagger. I must say, Blink by the offensive Blink by the Rubik without mana was not really the best thing he could ask for. And now they're gonna trade a tower. They took one tower here, and they're gonna lose one themselves. And if we take a look at the towers on the top lane, the top tower already fell. On the bottom lane, though, we have Chinchilla still farming up static. So static farming, see, instead of the pushing. So he's gonna be able to keep farming on his side of the map. So making sure that he is very, very safe. And once he has this Battle Fury, he might go for the push on this tower. Because what you can do once you have Battle Fury is just push down this tower and push the lane. And then when the lane is crossing this area here, you just have to go. You just go into the jungle and get the farm here, and then go back here. And we have anti-mage coming in the bottom lane. I'm not sure it's a very wise idea. Anti-mage won't be able to get farmed here, so he's gonna waste some time instead, and he's gonna be very, very careful about what he has to do, because Leprechaun is here. He has the Ravage technically, but we still have to remember we have a farmed up Faceless Void on this side. He doesn't deal a lot of damage yet. He has only the Claymore, and it's not in his inventory. Darkseer apparently froze, so we're gonna have one pause again. Faceless Void without the attack damage, even though he has attack speed, he won't be dealing a lot. And okay, so very, very fast pose. Now the time lock actually deals double damage when you are in the Chronosphere, and apparently the tooltip doesn't reveal this. Oh yeah, dealing bonus damage. No, it's not. It's not written here, but Chronosphere. Remember, in the recent patch, this has changed. Under the Chronosphere, your time lock deal double damage. So if you actually stun, well, Leprechaun, goodbye, sir. He's gonna get frosted, and if he doesn't use Ravage, he's gonna go down, and he decides to save the Ravage. Rainbow Dota is coming in. They decide to go ahead and push this tower, but on the top lane, Hai is gonna do the Y thing, which is trading the towers. Alright, sorry people, let's go back. So what happened during the time where I was absent? Do we have something here on the experience graph? So on the experience graph, still advantage for the Radiant. On the gold graph, we have G, who's gonna get caught up by Lust. Lust actually managed to pick up Ultimate Orb and Void Stone, and the what? Oh no, Anti-Mage getting killed by the Ancients. In the meantime, SS is very likely to fall down, and it's gonna be a track kill for Darkseer. And as I said before, the Bounty Hunter will be able to catch up to the gold of the others. You see that Bounty Hunter is already going from almost nothing to 200 gold per minute. Anti-Mage now sitting at 323. So what item does he have? He finally completed the Battle Fury. Rainbow Dota has the Chrysalis, so he's gonna go for the damage. And when you have that much lockdown, you can actually do this. High on the bottom lane. They're going to go for Mass Sheepstick. Lust almost with the Sheepstick, only 700 gold away from it. High also with the Sheepstick in like 200 gold or 100 gold now. And with this, they will be able to shut down the Faceless Void. Faceless Void deciding to go for a BKB, so never mind this. Faceless Void, he is gonna go the safe route. He knows that there's BKB incoming. He's gonna, he knows that there's a Sheepstick incoming. He's gonna go for the BKB. TA might want to go for the BKB as well. Rubik has Arcane Boost and pretty much nothing else. They're gonna wrap around with smoke. They're gonna try to find someone. They're not gonna find anyone yet. And Bounty Hunter is gonna go for the BKB as well. We have the Ogre Club. We have the Bracer for the Drum of Endurance. They're gonna go ahead and go on Roshan. So with the minus armor from the Temper Assassin and the right clicks from the Faceless Void, the Roshan will fall very, very quickly. And it's gonna be a Faceless Void with the Aegis of the Immortal for 6 minutes. I'm surprised that the Temper Assassin didn't go for the aggressive build, which is the meld, maxing meld before maxing Sideblade, but you know, what do I know? I don't really play TA a lot. Only picking one level into the trap. She knows that 5 is enough right now, so she doesn't need a lot more. Whoa. What is this? I feel like my computer almost crashed. I was like... So, problem in syncing, I guess? Darkseid has the Myzzrym Hammer. He's 1000 gold away from the BKB. And let me wait for a second. I apologize for this. I'm gonna make sure that Alright. Sorry about this. So let's go over the items once more, since I was missing. Jakiro... Oh, we're gonna have to wait a bit. Tornado is not gonna land anyone. And we are gonna have Anti-Mage going for the Yasha build here. He has the ability of Alacrity. He's gonna go for the Mantis as soon as possible. And we have the Invoker here with the Side of Vice completed. And that's one more lockdown. And he's gonna try to save Chinchillax. Chinchillax will be able to kill... actually, he's gonna be able to kill a lot of people before going down, because he has this BKB. Oh, now he's gonna back off. 1 versus 5, he managed to pick off 2, and now he's gonna get sheeped again. And yep, this is gonna be a dead Faceless Void, but with the Aegis, he's gonna turn back, and he's gonna very likely kill the Crystal Maiden. Nope, it's gonna be TA who's gonna pick up that kill. And in the meantime, what do? Well, we push on the other lane, so 2v5, not possible. Let's just push the top lane and make the best out of what we can. Bounty Hunter almost has the BKB. Chinchillax is going for a Butterfly, I guess, now, so he's very, very close to it, too. So even more damage coming from the Faceless Void. And he's gonna blink away. I mean, yeah, he's gonna jump away, and I'm surprised he decided to use the Time Walk before TPing, because he might have been able to catch up to the Nature Prophet. Remember that the Time Jump has a really, really large AoE. You just see the circle right here. At level 4, it's 1300 range, and it really allows you to surprise your enemies. Temper Assassin might be even running into high, so we're gonna have to take a look for this. Has to be careful. SS is all around, and yeah, Dota is gonna be, the Rainbow Dota is gonna get caught. And with the double sheep, I really don't expect her to survive this. And yep, she's gonna go down. Both sheep sticks have been used, but it's 30 seconds until they can use again. Crystal Maiden has nothing new. Well, she has Sentry Wards and Observer Wards, which is always a good thing for a support hero. Tidehunter is looking like he's saving for a Blink Dagger. He has to be careful, because if he runs into Faceless Void might very well just kill him before his ally come in. No, Faceless Void is gonna be careful. He's just gonna blink away. Darkseid is catching up to his to the best of his ability. He has the BKB now. He might go for the drum right after. No one has drum yet. Jakiro is going for the mechanism. And now what we have Chinchillax, we will have to see what he's decided to go for. Beria, he has Arcade Boots and 1.4k gold, so that's a pretty decent amount of gold in the pocket. What do we have on TA? TA has managed to pick up the BKB, as I saw, and she also has the Chrysalis and the Blink Dagger on the other side. Vamp has managed to pick up his Yasha, and he's gonna be very not so far away from the from his mental saw. Actually, he has like 2,000 gold away from it. And if you take a look at the gold per minute, it's still not very high, but it's getting there. Lust 1.67k gold. Tidehunter is 400 gold away from his Blink Daggers. That's what he needs, and I guess that's what he needs because he really wants to get the ultimate on everyone. Oh no, are you kidding me? Anti-Mage getting caught off again. And I'm missing the kills left and right. EMP is gonna land on everyone, so Darkseid is gonna lose all his mana. Tornado's gonna land as well, so he's gonna delay them a bit. Corey really. So Rubik deciding not to go for the pickoffs here. Might have been another kill, and now forcing the TP back. Nature Prophet doing what he can do, and this is really being annoying. When you play against a Nature Prophet, you should never ever be safe on the side lanes. Basically, if you're trying to push the as 5, Nature Prophet will always try to side push. And this is what good Nature Prophet do. Now we see Bounty Hunter with the Phase Boots BKB, and he has a Bracer, so I guess yes, he's gonna go for the Drum of Endurance, just not buying anything yet. Faces Void, 2.7k gold now in the bank. Darkseer is gonna pop his Salve. Rambo DotA on the top lane has 1.3k gold, so he might be just saving up for the Daedalus. Beroya is farming up a bit. He is going for the Blink Dagger, so now he has it even more long range initiation now. Blink into Telekinesis, Blink into Temper Assassin, dealing damage. And on the other side, what do we have? 2k gold on Invoker, saving up right now. Crystal Maiden, still nothing. Anti-Mage. Vamp really making some mistakes in this game. I'm really concerned about his plays here. I mean, Vamp is by no means a bad player. He's very good, but Anti-Mage, I just feel like he made a lot of mistakes in this game, and I'm not sure that this game has room for those mistakes. High has to be careful. 6 seconds before the only 2 seconds before the TP, but he's gonna fall down. Yeah, Tornado's gonna come in, and Darkseer is still gonna get a kill. Lust is going down on Beroya. Beroya is so low on health, but he still survives. Darkseer is going on Lust, but both of them have no mana anymore. Leprechaun's gonna come in, and this is a double kill for SS. Corey will be able to pick him up. But on the other side, we have Anti-Mage going down again, and Chinchilla has a DD rune. He's gonna go down on this tower, and yep, Chinchillax laying the smackdown on the enemy carry. He's not even scared. See, he sees the TP coming. He's gonna force them away, and Corey is gonna freeze Faces Void, but there's really nothing they can do. Faces is actually popping the BKB, so now he's still gonna go and attack the tower. Lust has to be careful. He might be wanting to blink into a Chronosphere, and he's gonna go. Oh, very good follow up by the Deafening Blast. This is like 4 seconds of disable. Since and we have a Temper Assassin blinking away. Chinchilla's also gonna blink away. He still doesn't decide to go for the life steal. A lot of blinks, a lot of pings coming in for the middle tower, saying defend this, guys. Darkseer has completed the Drum of Endurance. Jakiro has completed the mechanism as well, and Roshan's almost up, so we'll have to look out for this one. Anti-Mage really not getting any items. He keeps on dying, and well, he can't really find the farm where he needs to, so Lust now is going for the point booster, probably going to be going for the Aghanim Scepter. And it's always a treat to see good Invoker player with the Aghanim Scepter throwing those like 20 spells in the one team fight. So Sentry Wards popping down here, making sure that no one's watching them in the jungle. Veb is keeping on the jungle as well. Crystal Maiden going for 4 staff, she is 900 gold away from it. High with the Demon Edge, he wants to go for a damage build, and he needs to. At that point, they need to have more physical DPS than just having the Anti-Mage, because Anti-Mage, he doesn't have enough items yet to deal the damage, so they need to deal the damage from afar. Like Chronosphere, well, if you're a melee hero, you can't really stop you can't really stop the Faceless Void from dealing damage to your allies, and you can't really deal damage to the Faceless Void yourself, because if you go into the Chronosphere, you'll stop. But if you're a Nature Prophet who is range attacked and you're not in the Chronosphere, you are able to deal damage from afar. And yeah, Roshan's gonna pop in a few seconds, so we see FMR already prepping up for this. They're even gonna invade a bit. Sweet, sweet water. Nectar of life. Ping's coming up. They know where the enemies are. One trap here, and oh, Bounty Hunter's illusion actually managing to really screw up the Dire. The tornado is gonna come in very soon anyway. Oh, FMR are gonna be able to pick up the Tidehunter before he used the Ravage. No, very good the Deafening Blast, and now the Tidehunter managed to do the damage. Now Chinchala's gonna come in, and he's gonna get hexed immediately. And Anti-Mage comes in as well, and Chinchilla is gonna say, okay, no, I'm gonna go ahead and take your life. Same with Nature Prophet, he's gonna fall. There is no question about this one. And Godlike on the Faceless Void. Crystal Maiden managed to survive this, and whoa, why do we have a little smiley face on the Darkseer? Now Chinchalax, they don't care about Roshan, they're gonna go on the towers. There's only Lost here, and buyback by the Nature Prophet. And Deafening Blast again. Beroya has stolen the Deafening Blast, he has to use it before he dies. And, oh, he's gonna survive this. Corey has the Crystal Nova, he's not gonna try to use it. And now Beroya, Darkseer both leaving with very low health. Faceless Void has 7.5k gold. What does he decide to go for? A Harrison Strike? Not gonna land on anyone. There's the DD rune here. Well, Chinchilla is deciding not to go for the long route. He's gonna just blink in and get the farm in the jungle. 710 gold per minute. Well, I mean, Mental Assault directly bought by the Faceless Void. He still has enough gold for the buyback too. He decides to go ahead and sell his Hand of Midas. At that point, he could also sell the Power Treads and just get the BOT. And I think getting a BOT. Oh, Bounty Hunter has. Oh, this is a Shitty Wizard Courier. On the little donkey, we have this little Shitty Wizard. Bounty Hunter has the Gem of True Sight. They managed to pick it up, I think, on someone on their Dire side. I guess it's Tidehunter who died first. Anti-Mage is 50 gold away from the Mental Style as well. Tidehunter has managed to pick up the Blink. And Nature Prophet still haven't managed to do anything with his Demon Edge, so... Oh, actually, maybe? No, Courier has nothing on him. Sunstrike is gonna land somewhere, I don't know. But probably, yeah, on Roshan. They were spotting Roshan. So they know Roshan is up, no one's here. Invoker is 50 gold away from the Aghanim Scepter, but I'm not really sure he wants to go for it directly. He managed to stay alive during all those team fights due to very good positioning, but I must say that at that point, even with good positioning, you're not safe from a Faceless Void blinking in on you and deciding to go for you. And that might be what Faceless Void decides to go for in the later team fights, because he sees that the Invoker really land all those disables so well with the Deafening Blast, really preventing Faceless Void from doing anything. Yeah, Faceless Void is gonna go ahead and sell his Power Treads and getting a boost of travel, and he's gonna get also this Aegis of Immortal. There's the Tornado, only gonna catch 3, actually only gonna catch 3, so catching 3, and Chinchilla is gonna go ahead and block himself in the trees, so I guess that was expected. Totally planned. So he's gonna have to wait a few more seconds. Not gonna be able to catch anyone on the runaway. Crystal Maiden is still 600 gold away from the Force Staff. Lust has managed to pick up the Aghanim Scepter, so he has to be careful. If he dies here, it might very well be GG. And yeah, Nature Prophet is gonna go ahead and split push, so forcing at least one TP back. Or they're gonna decide to go, screw that. Oh yes, okay. Faceless Void go in with a Chronosphere on 3 heroes, actually. Very good Chronosphere. Lust is gonna go down, Core is gonna go down. And TA is TPing back to defend the towers. And that means, yeah, very likely, yeah, Darkseer is gonna come in to help the TA as well. But, well, TA, come in. Top lane needs defending. Them taking a decent amount of damage. There's the Temper Assassin. And yep, Blink in, BKB. Going down on Vamp. Vamp is gonna TP away. Deafening Blast used by Beroya here just to keep the creeps at bay. And yeah, they're gonna go ahead and pick up a second set of barracks. Chinchillax I don't know if it was spider sense or something. They didn't have any vision over the high ground. Just the time walking to a perfectly placed chronosphere, catching 3 on the very edge of the chronosphere. So managing to pick off the Crystal Maiden, you know, when I was watching the Faceless Void and I was only seeing the Tidehunter in the chronosphere, I was like, yeah, well, that's a bit of a waste. And then I saw that Lust was also in it, and that was, you know, really the the moment where you see, okay, so yeah, never mind. This was a very good chronosphere. It wasn't a waste at all. Apparently, there is a little drawing, so there's a smoke coming in. Nope, it's not a smoke, so they're just gonna go and... Oh yeah, there is a smoke on the Jakiro. Faceless Void even going for a new BKB. He has enough gold for buyback anyway, so... If you wonder why he does this, is because BKB for new players, the more you use it and the shorter the duration becomes. It goes from 10 second to 5 second, and although the cooldown decreases as well, it's not really an issue here because Faceless Void here, as you can see, he only wants to fight when he has the chronosphere ready, just to be able to pick off 1 or 2 or even 3 targets before the fight even happens. And now we have a smoke gang coming in. They want to go in the mid lane and catch them from behind. They will be able to because there's no central ward whatsoever here. So they're in for a very big surprise. Oh, SS, that might very well be the last fight. No, Darkseer is going to run in Corey. Corey lands a central ward, so now Corey's going to get Frost. There's a very good chronosphere on 3 again. Chinchillax has the BKB, so not even the Ravage will be able to save them. 3 BKBs, and now Leprechaun's gonna blink away. He says, no, I want to survive, I want to live through this. We have a ultimate orb on Bounty Hunter. At that point, it's pretty much over anyway. 760 gold per minute on this Faceless Void, out farming Anti-Mage by far, and this is game 1. GG is gonna come from SS, I guess. Again, I apologize for the computer crash. I have no idea what this happened. So hopefully I didn't miss too much. This is the last attempt to the Ravage. It is trying to go on G, but not even able to pick up the Jakiro before falling. Vamp, out of spite, is going to try to push up this top tower, this top racks. And he's gonna be able to. Not even gonna be able to. Never mind this. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4... Nope. Alright, so... yeah, it's gonna fall. So Chinchillax even goes into the fountain. And GG! So up to game number 2. Remember guys, it's the best of 5, so we're in for a very long night. GG, well played. And we're gonna see the scoreboard. 14-0 on the Faceless Void. 2-7 on the Anti-Mage. Well played guys. Let's meet again in the second game of the Dota 2 Arena Season 1 Grand Finals.